there. Hey, it's Sunday, March 14th, 2021, National Pie Day, Pi as the mathematical equation, or my personal favorite pie, the kind you eat, although I had cheesecake today, so oh well. Anyway, how's it going for you? I'm going to tell you what's up today in the way of sales. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sherry, and I search high and low for things to buy for me to sell on eBay or other marketing platforms. I go to yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, you name it. If I can find it to sell and I know I can make some money, I will buy it. So this past week, sales have been pretty good. I've been pretty happy. I have sold a total of 23 items today, actually 24 since I got this all set up. My phone cha-chinged and I had sold a dress. So that makes 24 items that I have sold this past week. I've had a total sales, gross sales of $1,098 and a net of $760. That is before expenses. But I'll tell you, most everything that I sold this week were things that I have also bought this past week. It was kind of crazy. Most everything that I had sold were quick flips. Makes me happy. There's only a handful of things that I did not get this past week, but I will tell you about that. So I'm just going to jump right in and tell you what sold this week. I'm going to start off with my lowest sale this week, and it was a super quick flip for me. I went to an estate sale last Saturday it was, and I had a box of things all ready to go and I was ready to check out. I wasn't quite ready to check out, but the person who was putting the sale on thought I was ready. She had everything totaled up. She said just a flat 40 bucks for the box, but then she realized I had a handful of DVDs and some CDs in my hands that I was wanting to add to that box. And she said, oh, just throw them in. Oh, well. So, hey, good for me. I sold 2 of those so far. The first being the Lord of the Rings, 2 Towers, 4-disc special extended edition. And I had that on the screen there. I had it sold for $6. Buyer paid $2.89 shipping. So the item was basically free for me, and I profited just a little over $4 after eBay fees are all said and done. So good for me. Second thing that I sold this week was another DVD set. This was new in the box. The Lord of the Rings was not new in the box, but it looked really nice, and everything there was $1 anyway for the DVDs and movies, so I just threw it in. The Adventures of Indiana Jones, a complete DVD collection. I had 4 DVDs, and I was asking for $14 for those, and I got full asking price. I actually sold those probably within a couple hours after listing those after I got back from the sale. So $14, I actually did include free shipping on that one, which was only about $2. And the only reason why I did include shipping on that was because on the comps, they were all around $14 with shipping included, and so that's what I did. So if you know in our last video, I was kind of on the fence about the free shipping thing, so I've kind of been making a little bit of a test here, and most everything anyway that I've listed, I have added shipping to be paid by the buyer. And actually, I haven't seen any difference in sales. Yeah, if you want to get truthful, sales this week were better than last week, and everything that was purchased, minus, I would say, this Indiana Jones movie and maybe another listing that I had that was slightly older than this past week, were all buyer pay shipping. So there you go. Didn't hurt my sales one bit. Moving right along here. Oh, I was kind of glad to get rid of this. See on your screen here, it's the Free People purple blouse. I've had this forever, and I don't pick up every Free People outfit or piece that I see. I liked this. I thought it was cute, and you know, I had it listed for $20, and I ended up taking a best offer on that, and the best offer was $9, and then the buyer paid $5 shipping on that. I actually did pretty good though, because it was a super light, and I had $5 shipping on it, and it only cost me about $2 to ship. So I made a couple bucks on that end from the shipping end, but I was kind of glad to get rid of it, but I was kind of sad to see it only went for $9 and it set for so long. I almost wish I would have just kept it for myself because it was my size, but can't win them all, I guess. The next item here, as you see, my lovely daughter is modeling this dress. I have her model a lot of things for me, you know, because you can't always, well, you're not supposed to use stock photos. You could get into trouble. And a lot of clothes that I buy, if they're my daughter's size and they're really hard for me to get a good picture on, I'll just have her model them for me and I'll use my own photos, and it works out pretty good. This one, this dress was really cute. And I had it listed for $32. It was Dear Creatures, brand new with tags, but it was another thing that I've had for nearly a year and I haven't had any action on it. So I got a best offer, and that best offer was $18. I just went ahead and took it. Buyer paid shipping on that. It was $8.55. I got a little bit of a break on that. I put most of my clothes like that in the priority flat rate envelope, and that costs me, eBay charges me about $7.44 on that one, so I save about $1 on that end as well. If you have an eBay store, and depending on your seller tier level that you're at, you can save a lot more on shipping. So anyway, got rid of that dress finally, and it was so cute. It had the pleats, and it was just perfectly crisp and sharp and just brand new, and I was so surprised that that didn't sell as well. But well, I guess it finally did, but for $18. Oh, but I did make a really good profit on that because I picked that dress up for 50 cents at a yard sale, so it wasn't like I really lost a whole lot of money on that one. Next up here is a Harley Davidson shirt. That was another one of the items that I've had, like I said, a handful of items that I sold that were not from this past week. A Harley Davidson shirt. This one I also took a best offer on of $25. I had it listed for $29. And this being an older listing, shipping was free. I put it in a first class eBay envelope, a little poly mailer, and it cost about $4.50 to ship off that. So, and that I found in a thrift store for $3.80 a week or so ago, and I thought I'd take a chance on it. It was cheap. From the Wooden Nickel, which is a local saloon. And I had it listed for $25, which is on the high end because most of them sold were around $15 or so. There was a couple that sold at $25, so I went ahead and put mine there just to see what would happen. And I ended up taking a best offer of $10. Why $10? Because this is the third offer I have received from different individuals for this growler for $10. So I was just thinking, you know, maybe that's all it's worth, $10. So I took it. Buyer paid their own shipping, priority shipping of $9.05. That was calculated shipping to their area. So out the door that one will go. So I have a bit of a problem though this week. I was using a printer for the longest time. Well, since I've been doing eBay, I've been using printers to print all my shipping labels. And Friday, my printer died on me. And so I have all these orders now, and I have no way to put shipping labels on them until tomorrow. I ordered I sold a Growler. I ordered a thermal printer from Amazon Prime and 500 labels that are the sticky type labels. So that'll be here tomorrow, and I'll get to ship everything out. I actually sent a little personal note to each one of my buyers just to let them know that my printer died and I had something on the way, and they were all fine with it. They're like, oh, no problem, great. So I'm gonna be excited to get that hooked up and test that out tomorrow. I'll probably save a lot of tape because I get the paper, I cut the labels out, I tape them on. I'm probably gonna save a lot of time too, so I'm excited about that. So this afternoon I listed this Wii game. It's the Mario game that comes with the Wii when you buy it. I was digging through a box today and I was trying to find some Pyrex cups. I'm really big into vintage kitchenware. I love to sell kitchenware. And in this box of Pyrex that I had was this disc with the Mario game in it. So I just went ahead and I listed that. I listed it for $25, and probably 3 hours later I got a full price sale of $25 on that one. And I also put free shipping on that because I was just looking at the comps. The comps on that were actually a little bit lower than $25. They were between 20 and 25, but a little bit lower, and they a lot of them had free shipping on it, so I just went ahead and went up to 25 and put free shipping on it. I would have been happy probably with 20, but don't tell anybody that. Anyway, that was a real quick flip for me. I was happy on that one. Last Saturday, I went to the new thrift store in town and I bought this Pendleton wool flannel shirt. It was a double XL and it looked like it had never been worn or washed. You know, it just felt really thick and full. There was no pilling to it. The label was crisp. And I had that one listed for $30 with buyer paying their own shipping. That was on the flat rate padded envelope. And I took a best offer of, well, let me see here. No, actually, I got that one sold for full price. They paid me the $30 for it. I paid $8 for it. Generally, I don't like to pay $8 for flannel shirts or shirts like that, but I just kind of had a feeling about it that I could probably make at least $20 off of it. It wasn't quite there after all is said and done. I was probably a little under 20, but it was a quick flip. Speaking of quick flips, up on your screen, you see this Hyperlite Youth Life Jacket here. 50 to 90 pounds. I listed that on Thursday. I picked it up from Goodwill on Thursday, came home and listed it, and I sold it within a half an hour. And they paid full price for that, $33 plus $8.55. It went priority mail to California. And yeah, I will definitely be looking for those again. So back in the water again, I had these Vibram 5-finger trail runner shoes. They're black with a camo trim on them, size 10 in men's. I bought these at a yard sale last Saturday as well. I paid $5 for them. I listed them for $45 as well, and I got a full price sale of $45. I sold them the following day, and buyers paying flat rate shipping on that too. And those fit really well in a priority flat rate envelope. Like I said, I do a lot of shipping in those flat rate envelopes. I keep them on hand. I order them whenever I get down to maybe 20 or so. I will order them, and it takes about a week or so, and I'll get them shipped right to my local post office. I live in a real small town, so we have to go to the post office. They don't deliver to our house, so that's why I have to go pick them up, but it's a great deal. Last week at the auction, at the estate sale that I went to where I got those movies, I picked up a bunch of dolls. They're kind of realistic dolls. They look like Sherry Ron dolls, if you're familiar with them. They're very realistic looking dolls, baby dolls. They have full-sized ones. They have ceramic ones, whatever. I bought a lot of dolls for $10, and I bought them for the larger ceramic dolls to sell those. I sold one already for $8, which is lower than the other ones that I have listed because it's missing some of its accessories. This little group of dolls I decided to put up on auction, and they sold for $25.09. Blew me away. I almost put those dolls aside to just put in my donate pile or my yard sales pile. I just didn't think they would be worth anything, but I just decided, you know, I'll just throw them up for auction, start them off at $5, buyer pays shipping, of course, and then, well, to see what happens. And yesterday was when the auction ended and my phone was going crazy. I couldn't believe all the bidding war that was going on towards the end, you know. $25.09 for those little dolls that I were just going to cast aside and not worry about. I didn't think they probably would be worth anything. I'm sure glad I didn't. So I've more than made my money back on the lot of dolls. I still have 4 ceramic dolls left, and so it's going to be pure profit from here on. Healies. I found these Healies at Goodwill. when was that? It was either last Saturday or last Wednesday. Got them listed, and a couple of days later they had sold. I had them listed for $40, sold them for $40. Buyer paid shipping on that. It was just economy shipping that I gave a choice if they wanted priority or economy. They picked that. It was only $7.75 to ship those out. So pretty nice. They were brand new. It looked like they have never been skated in. I'm not going to save the best for last this week. My best sale this week is the vintage Sunbeam toaster. You know, I got braces last month, and sometimes I just can't get my mouth to wrap around the words. I'm working on it though. Anyway, this toaster, I was at the antique mall, and this is one of the few things that didn't sell right away. I bought it 3 weeks ago. I was at an antique mall looking for a birthday gift for my best friend Katie. She turned 50, and I wanted to find something that was 50 years old for her. And I saw this toaster, and if you follow Dingo on both Instagram and YouTube, he's got a great YouTube channel. He was talking about these toasters a while back and how big they are and how much money you can make off of them. I saw this toaster, and I seen $12.99 on it, and I'm thinking, well, it's got to be $129. I bet that's what it says, because I plugged it in, and I took it up front actually and had her plug it in, and it worked and everything. And I said, so what is that? I can't quite read the price tag. What does that say? And she said $12.99. I'm like, yes, I really want this toaster. So I brought it home. I listed it really high. The average sale price on these were like $150, $130. There was one that had sold for over $200. And I just felt that this one was going to be one like that. 2 reasons. First reason is because the cord was different. It had the round cord on it, which to me, it's older than the other ones instead of having the straight 2-prong cord. And another reason is that it was super shiny, minty-like condition. I mean, it was beautiful. So I listed it at $225, and it set for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I had a lot of watchers. And so the day before it sold, I reduced the price to $199. Still on the high side, but I just wanted to let people know that I had some wiggle room in there. And the day after I reduced it, I got a sale, and it was from one of the people who was watching the auction, I'm sure, you know. So I got that shipped out, $199. This is one that I did free shipping on because I figured, you know, there was a lot of room on it. Oh, did you hear that? They're playing my music. Got a cha-ching right here. Let's see what I sold. Oh, bought and paid for. Oh, okay, 2 things at once here. Somebody paid for a NASCAR jacket that I was waiting for. I had 4 people that I was waiting on payments for this week. So that makes 25 items that I've sold this week. And then I got an offer on one of my LuLaRoes, and I have it listed for $21, and they offered me $17. I am going to go ahead and accept that offer right now. Let's see, wait for it. There it goes again. I'm going to accept that offer. If you are a follower of my channel, you know that last summer I purchased a very large lot of LuLaRoe. LuLaRoe is a brand that I do not normally buy, but I got a very good deal on this. I paid $550 for all of the LuLaRoe, and it was over 500 pieces. I calculated it out to be $1.18 a piece. Most of it was new with tags. So I brought it home. I have it, I've been selling on average 5 to 10 pieces a week still. But I'm getting where I am taking, if I have a decent offer on it, I just go ahead and take it, because the LuLaRoe, it's time for that to move out of my storage room. I have so many things, and we're getting in just the beginning of yard sale season. So I'm going to try to get those to move as fast as I can. So if I get a decent offer, I'm just going to go ahead and take it. So I think I sold, I have it written down here somewhere, I think I sold 5 or 6 other LuLaRoe pieces this week. So I'm not going to go through and list them all, but they averaged about $15 plus or minus on that. So Moving right along, I sold some candle holders. These were in my inventory for a while. I had them displayed. I love vintage glass, vintage pieces, cookware, etc. I decided I was going to finally list these, and they were listed for about a month or so. I had somebody buy them and then not pay. They actually offered best offer, and I can't remember what it was, but I put them back because they never paid, put them back at what I was asking originally for, and then a couple of days ago they actually sold for $40, which was their original true list price, plus the buyer's paying shipping on that. Anything glass, it doesn't matter how heavy it is, I always just ship priority because it's insured. Next on the list is a pair of vintage Levi's orange tab Levi's, brand new, dead stock. They were irregular, so the little tab was cut off the back. They do that when they're irregular. But they were marked made in the USA on the back, definitely true vintage. I had those listed for $90 with buyer paying flat rate padded envelope shipping on that one. They offered me $50 for it, and I went ahead and took it. That being said, as to why, is because when I had the offer, this is one of those things that I had listed for a while. When I had the offer, I checked comps, and comps seem to have gone down a little bit. So these irregular jeans, when I first listed them, they were a bit higher. And I do list them higher just because I know I'm going to get an offer most of the time. But the average selling price in the last week or two of these jeans was $50, so I just went ahead and took it. I paid $5 for them, so I was very happy with that sale. I sold another pair of Levi's. These were new with tags, Levi's 721 high-rise skinny ankle jeans in a light wash. They're perfect for spring. I sold them for $59, and that one I actually included shipping in it. I rounded up the price a little bit, and those will also go into a flat rate a flat rate priority envelope. That's kind of my favorite thing. I've said before, most everything I have fits in one of those. Atlanta Falcons jacket. So another one of the little handful of things that was not purchased this week. I actually got this at a yard sale last summer, and this yard sale, I tell you, you go to a yard sale and they're your dream yard sale. You know those ones where everything is $1 and they're collectible, vintage, beautiful, perfect. This was the yard sale, folks. Oh my God. So I bought a Sonics hat for $4, brand new with tags. I sold it for $140. I bought motorcycle riding leathers and a jacket. Those were actually a little bit more. That was probably one of the few things that weren't $1, but I sold those for probably, I sold them separately, but I made a couple $100 off that. A whole bunch of vintage hoodies and t-shirts, and then my partner Katie went with me and she bought some stuffed toys. She usually buys stuffed toys to give to her dogs, and then she just happened to look them up and they were vintage stuffed animals. They were worth about $30 a piece, so she decided to put those on eBay. And so anyway, this Falcons jacket was $1. I got it there, and I sold it for $75. I had it listed a lot higher. It's going to be spring and summer soon. I dropped the price. I don't know why it didn't sell. Maybe nobody likes the Falcons. I don't know. But anyway, this jacket was like new. And so I had free shipping on that. I paid $1, so I didn't feel like I would hurt me any if I paid some shipping on that. So anyway, that's kind of my week in a nutshell. I did sell a couple of figurines on Facebook Marketplace this week, and a couple other little things here and there that I probably should have told you about, but that's enough. This past week I picked up a pair of brand new rollerblades from the 90s that, never have been skated on. I have those listed right now for $150. I have those dolls that I got at the yard sale. Those got listed. I found a vintage pink, it was white with pink gooseberry print on it. If you're familiar with Pyrex, that's a very, very sought after print. I found a Friggy for $1, and I have it listed for only $50. I've seen some of them go for $100, but this one has some It's got some fading on it. It's not perfectly crisp and pristine. So I only listed it for $50 and we'll just go from there. So what else did I list this week? Oh my gosh, I didn't list as much as I normally like to. I kind of got busy with other things, but I have some good things coming anyway. And then Wednesday, on my day off from my regular job, I'm going to go up north and I'm going to spend a day thrifting up north in the city of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. They have a thrift store just about in every corner, so I'm going to go up there. And I think I might even have a Value Village coupon somewhere in my emails that I'm going to use. So anyway, that was my week. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you guys are all resellers out there, I hope you have the most amazing week in sales. If you're thinking about being a reseller, follow my videos. There's a lot of other YouTubers out there who do the same as me. Check them out and see if it's for you. It's a lot of work. I have a full-time job. I work 4 days a week during the week, 9-hour days, and then I come home and I list and I package on my days off. I list and I package and I source. I source on my lunch hour. Speaking of my lunch hour, on my lunch hour last week, I sourced a baseball glove for $5 and I turned it around a couple of days later and I made a $30 profit on it. So that was fairly nice. It's not always that easy though. I mean, it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. You have to work on your eBay daily. So if you're thinking about becoming a reseller, follow these videos, follow others resellers online. There's the Hustle at Home Mom, there's the Thrifty Yeti, just to name a few. Follow them, see what they're selling, and you know, it might be for you. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. My goal is to hopefully retire in the next 4 years from my full-time job. I would love to do that. But I would like to hopefully get enough subscribers on YouTube to help pay for medical insurance because I'm not quite old enough to receive Social Security yet. I have another 15 years to go on that. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Until next time, maybe I'll take you thrifting with me on Wednesday when I go. So we'll see if that happens. So until then, see you later. Bye.